Okay, so I am really, really bad about doing this. I want to say that, like, you know, it's really hard to stick to a schedule because I'm such a creative personality, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just really lazy. I'm just really lazy and don't want to have to do this every day. But I'm hoping it's something that proves worthwhile in the end. So here I am. It is a lovely day in Santa Clarita. I actually don't know how long I've been here now, which kind of makes me sound like some kind of prisoner of war or something. That's so horrible. Yesterday I went hiking up at Placerita Canyon, and I had my first 2 run-ins with reptilian creatures of California. First thing, yesterday morning when I woke up, there was about a 4.5 foot long snake just kind of wandering through the neighborhood, just seeing what's up. And my roommate's called animal control, and one of our neighbors came over and he was like, "Is it a rattlesnake?" Because apparently in California the only poisonous snake there is the rattlesnake. I mean, y'all guys don't have cottonmouths or anything like that? I guess not. Anyways, which is awesome because I'm from Louisiana and we have, like, I had this professor that used to joke that there are 98 different kinds of snakes in Louisiana, and 97 of them are poisonous, and the 98th one will just swallow you whole. That's life in Louisiana. Lots of snakes. And I said, "Why? I don't know, look at the head." And they all look at me like I'm crazy. I mean, you guys know this, right? That the shape of a snake's head will tell you whether it's poisonous or not. Like if it's narrow, it's non-poisonous. If it's like more round like that, it's poisonous because it has to have the glands for its venom. So now you know that. So I saw his head and it was very narrow, and I said, "Oh, okay, he's not poisonous, whatever he is." Animal control came, and it was the non-poisonous gopher snake who was returned to his home in the brush, foothills, whatever. So then I go to the canyon and I'm hiking up to, maybe it's Manzanita? I think it's Manzanita. Forgive me if I butchered that. And I get going further and further up, and there's less signs of people having been here. And it gets down to there's one other set of footprints. Nature kid that I am, and having grown up in Louisiana and, you know, spent several summers in Colorado, up on Pikes Peak and that sort of thing, I'm very aware of my surroundings and the wildlife around. And a mountain lion had recently been through there, and I was starting to get a little nervous, and after about 40 minutes of just like steep incline hiking, I was like, you know what, it's time to go down. And on my way back down, I'm going a little bit faster because, you know, I mean, you're going down, it's easier to go faster. And all of a sudden this bush like moves and I hear like that, and I'm like, I mean, he never came out at me, but he was definitely disturbed at my speed, I guess. I don't know, but I quickly pulled a move from one of the Prancer size videos and high-stepped it out of there. If you know my dad, you'll understand, but I immediately think of all the things that I would have done if I'd gotten bit. You know, what do you need to do? We need to make the X marks on the incision and drain the wound, and, you know, you'd have to make a tourniquet, that's the word that I'm looking for, and like all this stuff. And it's good because if anything ever happens to me, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be in good hands. But it's kind of ridiculous when nothing happens to you, you know. You just look a little crazy, which I am. So, you know, today I did not go hiking. Today I just slept in, went grocery shopping, I don't know if I want to share this. Yeah, I guess, I mean, this blog is stuff that happens to me, so, you know, I mean, the good and the bad. So I wore shorts today. I like wearing shorts. I have nice legs. Well, I think I have nice legs. I was a classically trained ballerina for 12 years, and one of the really good things, aside from a better sense of balance than what I probably would have had without ballet, I have really good legs. They've always stayed with me, and I'm a dancer now, and I like my legs. I was wearing my shorts, and I was walking into the store, and I felt good about myself. I didn't wear them to attract anyone. I mean, it's like 90 something degrees today, and I'm going grocery shopping. I'm gonna wear blue jean shorts. It's not a big deal. But I remember walking towards the entrance of the store, and this guy walking out, older gentleman, well, not a gentleman, older guy, I don't know, he suddenly turned his attention to me in a way that, as a woman in today's society, you become hyper aware of public surroundings, and I got the feeling of like, he's looking at me in a way that is not safe. You know what I mean? And if you're a woman, you probably do know what I mean. And he said something. I couldn't understand it, but I could infer the meaning from his tone of voice as and I just kept my head down and kept walking, and I just remember being in a panic the rest of the day today. Standing in line at the checkout, walking across the parking lot, I mean, looking at freaking bell peppers in the produce aisle. Anytime anyone got closer to me or looked at me and recognized me as a human being in any way, I got kind of panicky, because I was really afraid of getting whatever that kind of reaction was. And I don't know, it threw me off and it put me in a state, and I'm a big proponent of it's not about what people do to you, it's about how you react to it, and I tried to remain positive and tried to kind of push it away, but it definitely, something that seemingly harmless triggered with me, I mean, as a sexual assault survivor, it triggered within me almost the fight or flight reflex, and it put me kind of like on a high alert, and I felt more unsafe in a grocery store filled with hundreds of people than I did on my own on some mountain trail with a rattlesnake coming at me and possible mountain lions and coyotes around. So it wasn't a fun mental place to be. I mean, once I got back in my car and I knew that I was going home, I felt safe again, like I was in control again and everything was going to be okay. But, I mean, let me just say to that guy, fuck you. Fuck you. I hate that you felt the need to express whatever it was you were expressing. I hate the fact that I gave it so much power that it tainted the rest of my day and tainted the rest of my experience and put me in an unbelievably fearful place. I hate that it made me almost feel ashamed about my body in a different way that, society usually makes me feel ashamed because, oh, you're too fat, you're too this, whatever. But it made me feel ashamed for having something that was good and being proud of it because of your reaction. So you know what? Fuck you. I do have great legs. I do look nice in my shorts. You don't need to express that. Or if you do, don't express it in that way. I really wanted to end this on a lighter note than that. On a little bit lighter note, I have another acquaintance who's gonna show me some ropes on Saturday, and so I've got some good stuff on the horizon, hopefully. And of course, applying for more jobs, and hearing nothing. But, you know, it's good. It'll be good. All will be as it is meant to be. Until tomorrow or 3 days from now when I remember to make a video again. Bye.